window will be selected. So in this case, the circle and two lines of the triangle, they are simply touching it. They are not completely inside. And if you click, they'll still be selected like this. So I'll press escape to get rid of this selection. And then we have the third kind of selection set, which is called the lasso selection. So press and hold your left click. Now move your mouse and you're going to get this kind of lasso selection. So if you press and hold, you'll get this lasso selection. If you press your left click, let go, you'll get this window selection. That's it. Now let's move to the units. And for that, I'll delete this drawing. So I'll make the window and delete. So before you begin any drawing, the first and the basic thing that you would want to do is set the proper units. To set the unit, type UN. And if you type anything in AutoCAD, it will always type that in the command line. You don't actually need to click here in the command line and then type anything. You just need to start typing and it will type the commands directly here on the command line. So I've got unit, so UN, I'll press enter and the drawing units window will pop up. Now here we have the unit option. It is right now set to millimeters. I'll change it to inches. You can select from any of these units, and if you don't want any of these units, then you can also select unitless, which will not select any kind of unit for this. But in this case, I will select inches for the unit. Now for the length type, you can select decimal if you want it in this kind of format, in the decimal format. So in this decimal format, if you type 4, it will be 4 inches. If you type 5, it will be 5. If you type 12, it will be 12 inches and so on. But if you want a proper feet and inch format, you can select architectural, and now you'll get your output in the form of feet and inches. And now in this case, if you type 4, it will be 4 inches. If you type 5, it will be 5 inches. But if you type 12, it will now change to 1 feet, which is obviously equal to 12 inches. So you can directly type the inch value, or you can also type the feet values in this architectural format. So for now, I'll go to decimal, I'll click on OK, and now we're using inches as our unit. Now let's talk about making the first set of drawing, and we'll do that using line tool. So you can click here to select the line command, or you can also use its command alias L. So I'll type L and press enter to start the line command. Now we need to start from a point. As you can see here, the instruction says you need to start from a point. So I'll just click here, and now I'll move my cursor to the right. When you do that, AutoCAD will show you this tooltip on which you'll see the approximate length of the line. In this case, it's 1719.8058 unit. So that's pretty big. Let's make a line of length 100 units. So I'm going to type 100 and press enter. And we'll have a line of length 100 unit, which is pretty tiny here. So let's zoom in and I'll pan my drawing to bring it at the center. And here it is, it's 100 unit. Now I'll move it to the top, and we have this green tracking vector, which indicates that this line is perfectly vertical. Then I'll type 50 and enter, and we have the second line of length 50. Then you can again go to the left side or any other direction which you want. Type in the value, for example, maybe 120 and enter. And you can even align it in any direction if you want. So I'm going to align it here. I'll type 60, enter, and so on. So you can keep on making your lines by entering the proper distances, and it will just make your line that way. Also, in this case, if you want to add angle values, then that also you can do pretty easily. So in this case, let's just make